we are back from a short break. Thank you for the comments. Thank you, Shibuya Aya from Japan. This channel is mainly English based. We are thinking of providing more Japanese contents too. But because there are a lot of similar channels already doing it in Japanese, we didn't think that it'll make sense to do the same thing, overlap. More content is good, but just wanted to do something that's not there yet. So that's why we're doing it in English. But it's in the works. We're thinking about it, and there might be a little announcement regarding the Japanese contents later in the show. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that. So yeah, we're back for now. If you guys doesn't seem like there are any contents that are anybody wants to share their stuff. Okay, so in the meantime, let's go ahead and do some of the Riichi Mahjong Monthly. So live streamed Riichi Mahjong Monthly. First time doing this live, so it's probably not going to be as smooth as what we usually do this, but bear with us. This won't be edited. This would be uploaded separately, but yeah, so we're gonna do this live. So you guys can maybe compare the before and after, before edit Riichi Mahjong Monthlies compared to the edited ones. So there's gonna be a little difference, just to give you guys a heads up. But yes, welcome to the August episode of Riichi Mahjong Monthly. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna run this down, cover some of the stuff that went over the past month in July. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right in. Usually there's an edit here if you guys follow the show. Okay, so first off, if you guys haven't heard, there is this thing called M-League in Japan. It's an it's a league sponsored. There's multiple teams. There's 8 teams currently right now, sponsored by various companies in Japan. What they did was they drafted certain players, certain professional players from the 5 major organizations in Japan. And yeah, it's a team versus team event. The 2019 season ended about a month ago, maybe 2 months, about a month. Yeah, a while back. And as mentioned earlier in the stream, the UNEX Pirates won the 2019 event. So congratulations to the UNEX Pirates. Asapin, who is one of our guest players, he was on that team. He is on that team. They announced that all existing players, they extended their contracts, so we're going to see all the familiar names again in the 2020 season, so that's going to be pretty cool. At the same time, M-League announced certain changes to the format, meaning if a certain team doesn't make the semifinals 2 seasons in a row, those teams would have to change their roster. That was announced starting from this upcoming season. There was a potential chance, because some teams have 4 players, some have 3. So the teams that have 3 players had an option to add a 4th. So that was announced. That draft was sometime early this week, I believe. This is when they had that. One new M-Leaguer has been confirmed. That player has been drafted by the KADOKAWA Sakura Knights. So Sakura Knights is a team that has Sayaka Okada, Kotaro Uchikawa, and brain fart. Sawazaki Pro. Yeah, Sawazaki Pro is, so it's them 3. The KADOKAWA Sakura Knights has drafted another player from the Japan Pro Mahjong Kyokai. They have added a player, as we try to bring up his image up right now. That player is there's something with the image. For some reason the image isn't popping up. Not sure. Oh, you know what? That's why. The image was a little small. Boom. The image is a little distorted, but drafted by the KADOKAWA Sakura Knights is Shingo Hori Pro. So if you guys, we'll go over some of his stats real quick. Shingo Hori, he is the current Jang-O, one of the one of the, there are different organizations have different tournaments, different events where they hold title rankings, and he is the current Jang-O. He is, again, as mentioned earlier, he is with the Japan Pro Mahjong Kyokai. He is the 9th season. So every time a pro organization has a protest, professional test, not a protest. It's a test to become a pro. So there is a written test, there's the actual game test that they do, and for the most part, what they do is every year there's the first half of the year, there's one test happening then, and a second one. So the first half and second half. So there's 2 tests per year for the most part. He is the 9th first half. That's when he became a pro with the Japan Pro Mahjong Kyokai. And aside from being the current Jang-O, he also won the 12th Saiko Isen Classic tournament. So he is the champion from there. So pretty well known within the community. He is a very strong player. He has a lot of books out as well. Shingo Hori Pro is now signed with the KADOKAWA Sakura Knights. So just wanted to mention that in this month's Riichi Mahjong Monthly. Next up on the list, we kind of went this over with our previous guest, but the World Riichi Festival, World Riichi Online Festival has occurred. So let's see. There's a comment that just came in. If a first winner wins second 2, it just gets given to next. Yes. If I'm understanding your question correctly, if the first half and second half, if a player wins both ranks within the first half and second half, that person won't get 2 slots, right? The second slot will be handed down to the 6th player in line, because the top 5 goes into the prelim or the main matches. So yes, that's what that means. Okay, so next we wanted to cover the World Riichi Organization WRC Online Festival. A lot of the details were mentioned in the interview that we did with Gemma and David. So if you're watching this live, you probably know, because we went over it. If you're watching the archive for this, there is a video that we're going to kind of snip. That interview part is going to be uploaded separately. And the details are there, but the details of the event, I'm going to put that in the comment section right now. Multitasking here. Give me a second, please. Okay, boom. So that is the link to the registration, the announcement, all the details regarding the World Riichi Online Festival is in that link. So if you haven't registered yet, go ahead and do so. I will be after we finish the Cross Cup, and we'll see you guys online. So it's going to be an interesting, it's a jam-packed month, just to let you guys know. August is jam-packed with a lot of events, a lot of Mahjong related events. So just wanted to put that out there. Okay, so next on the list that we want to cover for this month's Riichi Mahjong Monthly is, let me pull up the image. Again, yes, this is what happens when we do live stream and you're controlling the whole thing yourself. So it's a little tough. Boom, and we have a resizing issue. Give me a sec. A lot of these things, we try to sort everything beforehand, but a lot of the times it has to be edited. Okay, so next we wanted to cover, we also kind of mentioned it earlier in the interview, the previous interview, but what we did is we hosted an online webinar. The first one in the series, it was the Mahjong, the Mahjong Masterclass Volume 1. That's what we did with Genki Hirasawa. It was catered to players between 1 and 3 dan on Tenho, roughly around there. It's a lot of the concepts. It might be basic for some of you guys watching right now, but I always say, if you're able to explain basic concepts to someone new or somebody else, that just deepens your knowledge, right? So just because you've heard of this concept or whatever you're learning once doesn't mean that you fully obtained it, right? We mentioned in the webinar, there's an input, there's an output. A lot of us, for example, if I read a Riichi strategy book, that's an input. It comes into my brain. But did I really obtain that knowledge? Maybe, maybe not. How do you display? How do you prove that you obtained that knowledge? You have to do that by outputting. Whatever you inputted, you have to output, right? So once you output, and if the results follow, that means you've obtained it to a certain degree. If you didn't, that means maybe the input wasn't enough, or maybe you have to revisit the input, if that makes sense. And you just constantly do that. You just sharpen your tool, you sharpen your sword. And actually that's how people in Japan, especially the pros, that's how they do it too. They revisit certain concepts, they continue to practice. Just because you read a book doesn't necessarily mean that you're a pro. I mean, if it's that easy, we're all pros at this point. But it's actually kind of hard. So even though some of the concepts were relatively basic for some of you in the Master series, we're gonna only go deeper, right? And if you consider yourself as an intermediate or an advanced player, starting from the basic and going all the way up to wherever you think you're ranked right now, it's gonna be a long road. So that's why we decided to create another webinar called the Mahjong Grandmaster Series. So compared to the Master Series, the Grandmaster Series. And this one is catered more for players around, 7 dan or so, players who want to go into the Ho-Oh table. So it's a one rank higher than Tokujo. So those are the two webinars that we had. And the past month we had Fukuchi Sensei, Makoto Fukuchi, online as a host. So he had a lot of good inputs. It was more specific. I think a lot of the questions that came up during the webinar was pretty good. It was specific. He was going over one of his popular books that he had, the mentality, what the system is. His advice to us was to create some kind of system for you to play. Don't play based off of case by case scenarios. Have a strong foundation, have a strong system in place, and implement that in your game. And then he said that's a shortcut to win. So that was there. We also went over a theory called the 1/18th theory. And just to kind of summarize what we went over, there are 18 possible sujis, right? Assuming you guys know what a suji is, but I'm gonna get a tile. So right now we have, if you guys could see, that's a 2-mon and a 3-mon, right? That's a 2-mon and a 3-mon. A suji, 1 and 4, right? That's a suji. 1 and 4 is a suji. Does that make sense? Does that sync? I'm not going to explain too much in detail, but that's what a suji is. So, for example, we'll take manzu for an example. How many sujis are there in a manzu? There's 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 3 and 6, 4 and 7, 5 and 8, and 6 and 9. So that's 6 sujis for manzu. Same thing could be said about sozu. Same thing could be said about the pinzu. So if there's 6 in one suit, times that by the amount of suits that we have, so that's 3, that equals 18. So there are 18 possible sujis in Mahjong. And based off of the discards of your opponents, you eliminate each suji. So that's the 1/18 theory. The more sujis available that are considered not safe, the more riskier it is for you to discard those dangerous tiles. So that's what we went over. And we went over in a lot more depth with a lot more case studies, a lot more scenarios, what to do, if you have certain amount of points in this situation, and how good your hand may or may not be. So we went over a lot of details. That was pretty much the webinar. It was, I think the feedback was pretty good. But we want to continue this, and we'll explain this whole thing later on in the live stream, because we're going to be covering what the Kizuna project would do. And the Road to Ho, the Grandmaster Series and the Master Series is something that the Kizuna project members, I'm one of them, just to let you know. So we're going to cover that later in the show. So just want to let you guys know that we did a seminar or webinar, and yeah, so it was a success. We're planning to do more in the future, but we need your help. We'll explain more once we get there. So yeah, keep an eye out. Okay, so aside from that, I don't have the image with me right now, but the Catfood Bowl, we're hosting this tournament on Tenho. Hold on, give me a sec. Right, so yeah, so we're doing this on Tenho, but you know, there's a lot of other platforms, a lot of games out there right now. Sega MJ, we went over Ron earlier. What else is there? What else is there? You know, you guys probably maybe know Mahjong Soul more. So Mahjong Soul had this event co-hosted with Riichiout. You know, shout out to you guys, Riichiout over in the East Coast. You guys did a pretty cool job. I was able to catch some of the live stream. The commentators were there, and yeah, it was pretty entertaining. The commentary was very lively. You know, yeah, it seemed like it was a success. I don't have the end results with me right now because I had to prepare for other stuff, but that event was there. So if you guys participated in that, you know, if you want to be on the live stream right now, you know, if you want to give some thoughts on how the experience was, you know, let us know, and then maybe we could talk in a few minutes. So yeah, so the Catfood Bowl hosted by Yostar and also Riichiout, seems like it was a success. So just wanted to mention that there. Aside from that, you know, we have this tournament going on for this month. And yeah, I guess we'll just segue over into the Share Your Yakuman series, where we kind of showcase Yakumans won from you guys in the community. So if you guys send us a screenshot of your Yakumans, we'll go over and feature that in this section of Riichi Mahjong Monthly. And you know, if you get yours on the stream, what we usually do is we send you guys a sticker. I don't have the stickers with me right now, but it's either the Riichi Mahjong Central logo sticker, so it's a, you know, nice round sticker with our logo on it, or the Super Riichi sticker. A Super Riichi sticker is something like that. You know, that's the Super Riichi sticker. So both of them are die cut, so they have that matte finish. You could put them on pretty much anything. Garments, maybe not. I don't think it sticks that well, but it is weatherproof and waterproof. I have my stickers on the windows of my wall just to represent what I do. So yeah, you get to pick a sticker. You know, if you just simply submit your Yakuman. I still get a lot of questions. You know, does it have to be Yonma, you know, 4-player, or Sanma? Is Sanma okay? Right now we are accepting, you know, Kazuo Yakumans as well. Any Yakuman is a Yakuman in my opinion, but we might change that up. We might say, okay, only submit Sanma for this month, or only submit for Yonma for this month. And we just wanted to switch it up, just make it a little more challenging for you guys. Also, we're running out of stickers. That's also another thing too. Trying to print more, but you know, they get costly, man. They do get costly. So stuff in the works. But without further ado, let's go ahead and cover some of the Yakumans that we got this month. So first on the list, let's go ahead and feature boom, that is a big one right there. We'll just leave it as you know what, let me just shrink it a little bit. Boom, this submission is from Zach. Zach, thank you for sending us your Yakuman win. It was on Mahjong Soul Sanma and a Kokushi. Congratulations on the win. You know, some of you guys send us the link of the replay. I'll go ahead and put that in the chat if you guys want to watch the replay as well. You know, it's more lively. I usually put the link on. You know, some people say, hey, you know, just play that video during your Riichi Mahjong Monthlies. But you know, what I'd like to do is have people go over to the actual stream link or the actual link, so you guys get to experience that firsthand. You know, it's original contents too, so I just wanted to have you guys get featured a little more. So yeah, congratulations, Zach, on your Kokushi. Okay, next on the list, let's see here. Let me pull that image up. This one was a submission by one of La Palm's member. So boom, Yakuman. Is this the first time we've seen a Chiho? Maybe it is. So Yumi from La Palm won a Tenho Yoma Chiho. So let's look at this Chiho real quick. 2-3-4 Manzu, 3-3, 4-4, 5, 6-6 of the Pinzu, and a 6-7-8 Sozu. So it's a 2-5 Pinzu weight, right? Already at that point, it's even if you Riichi, it's double Riichi, Tanyao, Pingfu. If the 5 comes out, that'll be Ipeiko, so it's already a pretty damn good hand with a possible Uradora. But yeah, with the Chiho, she even got the better pointed 5-pin. So this is probably one of the legitimate and solid Chihos I've seen. I've won a Renho once. I know that's considered. Oh, just saw the chat from Christian. Thank you. Nathan G, aka Wave Win, won the cat ball. So shout out to you. I don't have an image, but congratulations, Nathan, on the cat food bowl win. And if you're watching this by any chance, let me know. I'll send you the Zoom ID, and maybe you want to share your thoughts of being the champion. You know, just throwing it out there if you're watching this. But yeah, going back to Yumi's Chiho, you know, it's a beautiful Chiho. Just Chiho itself is pretty damn good. But like I said, I won a Renho before, but it was a middle 4-so weight, if I remember right. So I had a 2 and I had a 3 and 5, and it was somehow the 4-so was my winning towel at the time of my Hypai. And then the person sitting to my left, my Kami-chan, boom, throws down the 4-so. I didn't know if that was allowed, because, you know, Renho, the difference between Chiho and Renho, just to explain, Chiho is if you draw your winning towel in your first round. Renho is when you win off of someone in that first within the first discard, within that first turn. And the Renho sometimes is considered a local Yaku. Some places don't allow it. It's not considered a Yakuman. But you know, I just said Ron anyways. So that was the Renho win that I won. Pure luck. And the shape wasn't even that good. So, you know, even more lucky. But damn, this hand. Yeah, Tanyao, Pingfu, Ipeiko. Amazing. So congratulations, Yumi-san, on your Yakuman. I don't know if it's your first Yakuman, but congratulations on the win if you're watching this. Okay, next on the list, we have multiple submissions from this player. Boom, excuse that little cutout right there, but first we have, this is Travis, congratulations, it's a Mahjong Soul Yoma Suanko. Love that animation, right? Doesn't it feel good when you draw that? You know, it seems like it's the Dora too, so congratulations on that. Suanko Tsumo. Let's see. Oh, in the comments, I've got a Daisangen 2 weeks ago. Damn. So that's not. It's not a Yakuman. Yeah, Daisangen I think is also considered a local Yakuman. I don't know if this was in person, like live game, or if this was an online one. I've never seen an online Daisangen before. If you're still on chat, let us know what game platform you were playing on, because it seems like it's not a Yakuman anymore. So maybe it was back then. Want to know some details on that? So let me know. Pretty interesting. Okay. So as I mentioned, are there any good English translated books on Riichi strategy by Z-Dub? English translated books. That's a question that we get all the time. I think the closest one is something that you may have read already. It's Daina Chiba's Riichi book one. That's the only fully English translated. It's more of a how-to, but you know, there's some strategy in there as well. But book wise, as far as I know of, there are none that's publicized or published. There are some fan made ones. Oh, cool. On Tenho. Send the screen soon. Okay, cool. If you could put that link in the description if you want to showcase it today, that's fine. If not, email that screenshot to us, and we'll showcase that in next month's Riichi Mahjong Monthly. So also send your shipping address, preferred shipping address as well, so we could ship it to you guys, as well as your preferred sticker, whether it be the Riichi Mahjong logo, Riichi Mahjong Central logo sticker, or the Super Riichi one. It's up to you. Okay, but yeah, going back to the strategy book, we've been wanting to translate strategy books for quite some time. We had some verbal confirmations on what's allowed and what's not. Usually it's the publisher that's in the way, and that's mainly because every time I get a response, it's saying that there isn't enough demand in English. That's what we get all the time. And for myself, being in the English community, that doesn't seem to be the case. There always seems to be demand. You know, everybody's asking, oh, you know, I want more. But on the publisher's end, they're probably thinking, you know, are we talking about 20 people? Are we talking about 200 people? Or are we talking about 2 million people? So the demand, that's why we have to, I think, spread the game first. I know we have a decent amount of players that outside of Japan that may or may not be English based, but we do have a lot of players. But at the same time, when it comes to publishing a book, money does get involved. So if it's a fan scan translated book without any, you know, monetary kickbacks going back to the publisher or the author, I don't think they're gonna do it. So we're in the works of it. If we are able to translate a book from, you know, any author, any existing book, we'll do it. But, you know, you guys have to understand that if you download a book, pirate a book, and share it amongst your co-workers or your buddies, it's fine. We can't control that, but at the same time, those things only prevents more of these books to, you know, kind of start and get rolling. So so there is a workaround. We have been working on stuff. If you are following our channel, what we did is we didn't translate the book. We pretty much verbally translate the contents and made a screenshot, like a presentation, did a quick, simple breakdown of that book. We did it in segments, we did it in chunks. We covered the 5-block theory and 6-block theory so far. We're going over the E Shanten peak theory next. It's a little delayed because of all the other projects that we're doing, but that's one way of delivering content, and I got an approval from the author saying that is okay. But you know, when it comes to books, it's a little different, right? So when we were talking with other authors in Japan, we were saying, okay, maybe if we do it as a digital book, right? An author could create a digital book by himself or herself, submit it. There won't be publishers involved. That's my knowledge of how the digital ebook system works. There's pros and cons to that as well, but you know, that's one way we're kind of trying to have more content creators publish contents for the English crowd. And once we do the English ones, you know, maybe you guys out there could translate it to your own languages, whether it be, you know, Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, Russian, you name it. If that's possible, that's great. But for those of you who are translating it, it's gonna take a lot of time. You know, as a translator, I know how it feels. It takes a long time. Doing it for the community, that's all great, but I would like to see people get paid for this. The amount, that's a separate issue, but whatever you do for the community, I would like to see people get rewarded some way, somehow. There might be some legality issues, you know, how to distribute that money, so that's going to be a different topic. But that's pretty much what Riichi Mahjong Central started and stands for. We want to create more Mahjong related professions. So translating stuff is definitely, you know, at the top of the list. So that's to answer. That's a long explanation to your answer, Z-Dub. So let's go back to the Share Your Yakuman. That was Travis's first Yakuman. He has 2 more. So go ahead and cover the next one. Boom, this one is another Mahjong Soul. This one's a Sanma. It's a Kazoe. So everything's there. So if you guys, I don't know, this is kind of nitpicking, but when it comes to Riichi, there's supposedly a specific order where you want to explain your winning hand, right? So Mahjong Start, it's kind of all over the place. Maybe not this one. I have seen some where it's like the order should be here. That's just nitpicking. And plus, I'm not even sure if there's a right or wrong. It's just, you know, an unspoken agreement or something that's just been out there. So aside from that, so this one is a Sanma Riichi Tsumo Hoitsu Suanko Haku Aka, meaning the red Doras, and 2 Pays and 2 Uras. So boom, Kazoe Yakuman 13 Han right there. Congratulations, Travis. With the Christmas themed character. So so that, I don't think I've seen that character before. But then again, I don't play Mahjong Soul as much. I've started, but not as much as Tengo. Okay, so Travis's third Yakuman, we'll go over that right now. Boom, this one is another Mahjong Soul. It's a Suanko. It's I can't tell from the screenshot if it was Sanma or Yoma, but hey, it's still a Yakuman, right? So congratulations on another Yakuman. And Travis, I know you posted something on Twitter earlier for the Cross Cup. You know, you guys gotta thank Travis. What he did is he made this spreadsheet where, you know, you could put in your rankings, your scores, and it's a nice little memento sheet that you guys could use for the Cross Cup. So go ahead and look up Fake Gamer Guy on Twitter, and yeah, we shared it too. Lapom shared it as well. So go ahead and find that link and use it if you're interested. Okay, let's see. It's another comment from Z-Dub. Thanks. I think the hardest part for me while playing is learning how to read other players' tiles by looking at their discards. That's what I really need. Ah, I see. Got it. So that is a topic that we are going to ask one of our future webinar guests to explain. I could translate a book or a segment of a book to do that, but I want to finish a book one by one. So right now I'm working on, I don't have it with me right now, but it's the Jiuzaku Haikoritsu book. That's the one that we're covering. So I don't think, because that book only covers the tile efficiency and some of the theories behind it. It's not going to go over the reading tiles part. There's a bunch of books dedicated to just that. But depending on if it's online or live, well, I guess it's the same because the animation pretty much represents it. But yeah, a good thing is, you know, reading or paying attention to if a tile was a tsumogiri, meaning a tile that your opponent drew and discard that exact tile, or a tedashi, meaning whatever that person drew goes into their hand, and another tile, the tile that's going to be discarded, is a tile that they already had in their hand, right? So obviously, if a tile comes in, that means that, and a different tile comes out, that means that person has progressed their hand, hopefully for the better, right? If they're kind of avoiding a deal, and maybe they're, you know, avoiding that by doing betaori or whatever it is. But looking at that is one. It's slightly higher end. It takes a lot of concentration. So I wouldn't say that is the first thing to keep in mind. But yeah, reading their hand is a little tough. Obvious ones are, you know, Kokushi, right? That's an easy one to tell, right? If all the honor tiles, the win tiles, 1 in 9 tiles, if they're not being discarded, that's a clear sign of Kokushi. If it's a decent mix, but kind of looks like Kokushi, but not really, that has a slight tendency to be a Chitoitsu weight. So those are easy, right? Another easy one is, you know, if it's a Chinitsu or Hoitsu, half flush or full flush, You could kind of tell. So those are the big ones that you want to avoid. Other ones would maybe be, you know, sanshoku. Is it a 1, 2, 3 sanshoku or 7, 8, 9 sanshoku? But at the end of the day, no one could completely read someone else's hand. Genki Hirasawa, when he came on the seminar, he said that first thing. That is a misconception. A lot of people say that they could read it, and I think a lot of the animes and the mangas that we read makes it seems like that's something that you could kind of sharpen and train your senses on. It's true to a certain degree, but they kind of blow that skill up way much. So don't worry about that for now is probably my recommendation. Sharpen your tile efficiency, sharpen how fast you could reach to Tenpai first. That is probably more beneficial to you in the long run, whatever stage you're in. So yeah, that's probably the best thing I could say right now from my end. Again, I'm not a pro. There are a bunch of players better than me, so if you guys have any other advice for Z-Dub with his situation, go ahead and put that in the comments and we'll all share our knowledge. Okay, so that was Travis's third one. Next we have, if you guys have been following the Riichi Mahjong Central channel, you guys probably have heard his name multiple times. I don't have a screenshot for this Yakuman, but I will go ahead and put the Twitch link in the description or in the comment section below. Boom, that's the first one. That one is from our favorite Ryan, aka Panda. Congratulations on your Sanma Daisangen. So the link to his Twitch clip is in the comments. Go ahead and click that. It's a few seconds. We'll wait for you guys to watch it. It's not that long. So his is boom, entertaining as well. I love his enthusiasm. I say this all the time. Congratulations, Ryan, on the Daisangen. That's just one out of the 3. So I'll give you guys a few more seconds to watch. Go ahead and click that link. Audio's probably going to be different, but I'll be here waiting for you guys, so go ahead and click on that link. Give him a shout out, you know, give a thumbs up, like it, subscribe to his channel too if you guys haven't yet. You know, consistent streamer, not only Mahjong Soul, but he does Sega MJ as well, occasional Tenho as well. So yeah, shout out to Ryan. Okay, so I'm gonna send another Twitch clip onto the comments. Boom, that's his second Yakuman. That one is a Sanma Suanko this time. So yeah, all of them are Sanma right now, but this the previous one was a Daisangen, this one is a Suanko. So again, I'll give you guys a few seconds to go ahead and watch that clip. Yeah. So, you know, the Sega MJ, it's good. I love the animation. That's the first online app or Mahjong game that I started playing with. It was more of a, you know, live, you know, in-person type player. Never really got into online Mahjong until I ran into Sega MJ because there was a time, you know, it wasn't a pandemic or anything, but I couldn't play in person for a while. So I just, you know, contact some of my buddies and said, hey, you know, it seems like MJ has this feature where you type in a room code and, you know, we could play, just us, we could play. And if I remember right, you could also select a computer to play as well. I may be wrong. I think they had that feature. But yeah, the animation's fun. It's all in Japanese, but as you guys can see in the videos, they have added English to the game. So I'm hoping there's going to be more Sega MJ players showing up. Let's see. Okay, all right. So I think that was enough time for you guys to watch that. Last link, Twitch link from Ryan is another Sega MJ Sanma. This one's a Kokushi, just to let you guys know. Yeah, so Ryan won 3 this month. I think 2 of them were on the same day. It was back to back. But he won a Daisangen, he won a Suanko, he won a Kokushi. So just to let you guys know, these 3 Yakumans are considered the top 3 Yakumans. They're relatively more common. Yakuman's still hard nonetheless, right? But out of all the Yakumans out there, these 3, Daisangen, Suanko, and Kokushi are considered the Sandai Yakuman, the big three of Yakumans. So it's cool that you got all three that month. I'm still waiting on a player to submit a Yakuman within the same month for the three major games out there right now. And the three are Tenho, Sega MJ, and Mahjong. So I think those three are the ones I see on stream the most. So I'm still waiting on someone. If you guys want that challenge, win a Yakuman from each of those three, one of each of those three platforms, and send that screenshot to us. It's gonna be hard. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hard. So it is a challenge. But yeah, Ryan might be one of the first ones in line to do that because he streams on mostly 2 out of the 3 on a regular basis. Okay. So next on the list, we'll move on to our next. One. Hold on. Next is. Oop. Yep, that is the right one. Congratulations, Keith, on your Sega MJ Sama Daisangen. So I'm going to apologize to you, Keith, again. You pointed this out when you sent me the email, but it seems like I got the I and the E flipped backwards on last month's Riichi Mahjong Monthly. So yeah, Keith won one last month, if you guys remember him. He won another one this month, so congratulations on a back-to-back, but I think I misspelled your name in the last one. Don't think it was auto-corrected. Yeah, it was probably something was going on with me that day. But Keith, congratulations on your Sega MJ Sama. Okay, so last but not least, we have another player who submitted 2 Yakumans. Congratulations. I saw your name in the registration form, so if you're watching this right now, Jazzy Chazzy, congratulations on your Tenho Yoma Kokushi. Congratulations. So that's 1 out of the 2. We'll go ahead and pull up the second one. Boom. So back-to-back Kokushis. Congratulations. Back-to-back Tenho Yoma Kokushis. Congratulations. Yeah, I think, this was your first submission, so congratulations. I'll message you one more time to see which stickers you want. You could get 1 of each. You could get 2 of one of them. That's up to you. And I also need to confirm your shipping address. So that once again. And we got a comment. Hey, Shane, thank you. Looking sharp. I changed the camera, so that probably helps. I don't think my eyes are too baggy right now, but yeah, thank you for the shout out, Shane. Hopefully you're enjoying the Cross Cup. I don't know how many games you've played. We have a few more hours left in the match. Let me just pull up the actual time. How long do we have left? Yeah, we have a decent amount of time. Okay, so yeah, congratulations to all the Share Your Yakuman winners for this month. Again, if the qualifications are within that month, so we're in August right now, especially if you win a Yakuman, take a screenshot of that, whether it be a tournament, league play, Yonma, Sanma, Kazoe Yakuman. Right now, we're accepting all Yakumans. Take a screenshot, either email it to us, info@riichimahjongcentral.com, and between Riichi, Mahjong, and Central, there's a little hyphen in between them, so just make sure you guys send that. If you guys don't know the email address, the link is in the About section of our channel. Or, just put it on social media. Whatever's available to you guys. But currently, I have Twitter. I have Discord. You could send it through Discord. That's fine too. Facebook, Instagram. So any of those are fine. Tag us. Put them on our page, whatever it is, as long as we get it. If we get it, we'll respond back saying that, hey, it's confirmed. So if you send it to us, or if you think you sent it to us, and if we don't respond within a day, that means we probably didn't get it. So send us a reminder if we don't reply back. that is how you get your Share Your Yakuman stickers. Just to let you guys know, we're still welcoming more submissions. Okay, so that being said, I think that wraps up this month's episode of Riichi Mahjong Monthly, our first ever live streamed Riichi Mahjong Monthly. It's probably way longer than our usual episodes. Oh, wait a sec. Forgot the giveaway. Okay, so yeah, this is the important thing. I forgot to do that. So I do have the giveaway stuff with me right now. So usually what I do is okay, first of all, let me explain. How do you enter the giveaway? So for the most part, every month at the end of the Riichi Mahjong Monthlies, what we do is we have a little giveaway. I'll explain what the giveaway prize is for that month, and I'll also let the winners of last month's giveaway winners are in that episode too. So last month, because of the whole pandemic, again, I washed my hands. So what we did was we created these cotton masks. If you guys could see, let me pull it up a little better. So it's a mask. This is a large size. This one has the Super Riichi logo right there. It's small. That's one. For those that want it on the other side, we have that as well. Have that. We also have Hatsu, mainly because that's one of my favorite tiles. My favorite tiles is a Tuso, but you know, I thought Hatsu would be more of a Mahjong-ish type one. And last but not least is the Riichi Mahjong Monthly, Riichi Mahjong Central logo. So had 4 of these extras made. So these are gonna be the giveaways. It seems like you guys already have masks on, so there weren't too many submissions. Let me show you guys how it looks like. So this is my personal one. I always have it with me in my pocket. So that's how it looks like, right? So you have that little pattern. The cotton is it's a little padded, so I think it offers a little more layers compared to your regular surgeon mask ones. So that's how it'll look. Size ratio, so that's being a quick mask model for you guys right now, but so that's how it looks. So that being said, didn't see too many, so I have 4 of the masks. Looking at the comments from before for last month's, what I decided to do, because you know you guys are always supporting, so for those who already commented on last month's episode of Riichi Mahjong Monthly, I'll send all you guys one. You know, for the ones, I'm not going to take any more new ones, but just to let you guys know. So Christian, you commented, I'll send you one along with the oh, Christian, if you're watching this right now, good news. I'm going to go pick up a special package, not next week, but because we have the finals, but the week after. I'm gonna go pick up the Kojima Takeo tiles. It finally came in. I got notification. It came in. So keep an eye out, right? Package, jam-packed package is coming your way because you won a giveaway, was it a month ago? No, wait, 2 months ago? So that's also gonna be packed, and I'll go ahead and send you one of the masks too. So I will have to make a few more extras, but let me know which design you want. Christian, you automatically get one. Thank you for being a supporter. We also have Hylion, you commented as well. If you're watching this, send us an email. Let me know what shipping address and which design you want. SR3, I think you used to be a different handle name, right? I think you were under Hitomi before. But yes, direct message me, email me, whatever it is. Let me know which design you want and what your shipping address is. So I'll go ahead and ship that out to you guys. Next on the list, Inu. You were very considerate. You wanted the Hatsu. You're willing to hand it over to a good friend of yours. I'll go ahead and make another Hatsu one just for you. So I'll do that. And okay, all right. So on the Kojima Takeo one, I had a special helper send me this or just hand this over to me. So Takeo Kojima, Mr. Mahjong is his nickname. Special tile is headed your way, Christian, along with several others. So once again, Inu, I'll send you the Hatsu. Just send over your preferred shipping address because I know you were kind of moving around. Yes, Christian, yes, it came in. So yeah, it's time. Okie dokes. We also have Andrew. Andrew, you specified the RMC logo one. That is headed your way. I think I have your address from one of your previous Share Your Yakumans, but if you want to go ahead and confirm, make sure that address is still the same. Go ahead and send me a message. Let me know which one. Next, who do we have here? Oh, our good friends from Oklahoma, Zach and Chuck. You guys also have the tiles coming up if you guys are watching this right now. I know you guys are busy lately, because you guys are open back up. You guys are doing regular meetups again. Envious. But yeah, so Zach, you'll get one as well. Chuck, same with you. I'll go ahead and pack that up with the tiles and they're headed your way. So congratulations to all the winners for the giveaway. There weren't that many people on the YouTube one, so I just decided to make it only for YouTube this time. So you guys are gonna get it. It's gonna be headed your way. The question is, what are we gonna do for this month? I don't have anything with me right now because there's a couple more things that I'm making that I'm waiting to get, but it's still in the works. So in the meantime, you know what? I'm just gonna wing this right now. I am gonna go ahead and send one of you guys a t-shirt. It's gonna be hold on, let me try to pull up an image. So if you guys don't know, Riichi Mahjong Central does have an online store sponsored by Teespring. So we do have one. We have multiple designs. Let's see. Which one? Okay, I have decided to choose this. Let me go ahead and pull that up on the image. Give me a sec. It's a pretty decent design. I mean, not to say so myself. Okay, so we're gonna pull it up. Boom! So that is one of the newer t-shirt designs that we made the other day. The Riichi, the modern Tembo tee is what we labeled it. So Riichi, Ippatsu, Tsumo, Wandora, those are the words. The colors are representing the modern Tembos. Do I have? Nope, these are old ones. I don't have any of them in hand right now, but yeah, so that represents the modern colors for the Tembo stick. Yep. So yeah, one lucky winner. The sizes range from small all the way up to 4XL. So it should fit most sizes. I have one. I should have worn that one today, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should have. Just to let you guys know, this looks like a white tee. There is two. There is a white one that's a classic. So it's your average t-shirt quality one. There's another one that's a tri-blend. That's the one that I have. The tri-blend one, it's super soft. It feels great. But the thing is that it's not white. It's kind of on the grayish side. So just to let you guys know. So yeah, that will be the giveaway for this month. So yes, made up my mind. So if you guys want to win this t-shirt, as always, subscribe, like, share the stream. We're gonna archive this, so it's probably better to wait until the archived one, so you could comment everything. Email us. Let us know that you're interested, but it's better if you subscribe and share the channel, because that just spreads more. The more attraction the channel gets, the more subscribers we get. It'll trigger the algorithm, it seems like, and that's gonna connect to more stuff. So eventually, if you're on YouTube, back in the day, the ads were supposed to be a decent amount of income. It doesn't seem like that's the case right now, so I'm not really looking forward to that. But the more source of income I could get through the channel, the more giveaways we could do, the more product reviews we could do, the more projects. Did I say that? Yeah, projects. We could also even invite guest pros from Japan. Sometimes they help us being on the channel and stuff, but for the most part, there is some sort of fee involved. Somebody is paying the pros for their time. The rate depends, but it does get costly after you do a few of them. So just to let you guys know, so everything, it's not really for personal gain. It'll be great eventually if I can live just off of making content. That way I could be a proven example of being a Mahjong creator, making Mahjong a profession aside from being a pro player. So that's the goal. But yeah, so yeah, even Patreon, right? So Patreon, we used to mention this a lot, but we do have a Patreon page. I'll go ahead and put the link in the description below. If you guys are interested in helping out, let me hold on. Yeah, so the Patreon, we have some patrons helping out, and thanks to you guys, we are putting these funds over into some projects, creating new projects and whatnot. I'll go ahead and put that link. If you guys have time, if you guys are interested, click on that link. Every little bit counts. At some point, okay, here's the thing. Here's the grand goal. If the Patreon page could somehow generate, like, I don't know, anywhere from 1,500 or 2,000 a month, for example, right? For example, if I could do that, what I'll probably be doing is using that money, buying an auto table and shipping it to one of the Patreons randomly. That is what I wanted to do. And making that possible, I think, of course, the space is going to be an issue. So I know it won't be a good thing for some of you guys out there, but I think the more auto tables floating around in the community, that just triggers that excitement, right? I mean, hand shuffle is great. I know some of you guys make your own mats or your own hand shuffle tables. Having an auto table has that extra draw, at least to me. I don't know about you guys, at least to me. It makes me want to play, right? It speeds up the game as well. It also eliminates any cheating parts, right? So there's I've been in situations where people unfortunately cheated during a tournament. I thought I caught that person red-handed. I pointed it out. I didn't say anything. I pointed it out, but that person kept on doing it. The referee just happened to not be there at the time, was circling around. But yeah, I mean, just to avoid any possible cases, you don't want to cause any friction. First of all, don't cheat. That's rule number one. But yeah, having an auto table kind of prevents that, right? To a certain degree. So, those are some of the things. That's why I think an auto table would be great. Luckily we have an English support channel. MJ Stars is currently a distributor for the English community, or outside of Japan. Shipping cost will be a bit of an issue. So, maybe we could work things out. If the Patreon page generates a decent amount per month, and if we could at least cover the auto table fee, and maybe the winner, I'll contact the winner. The winner could maybe hopefully pay for the shipping. We'll negotiate it at some point, But yeah, the more of those out in the world, I think that'll help grow the community. Long term, short term, whatever it may be, I think that'll be pretty cool. So that's one thing. With the Patreon funds, I was also even thinking of sponsoring, flight tickets for some of you guys. I know traveling to compete for tournaments gets a little expensive. We offered to host at least the hotel fees for one of the tournaments. We were relatively new that time, so I don't think not too many people saw that post. But yeah, we'd like to sponsor. We like to have more people involved as players, and ultimately create more creators as well. So I'm just a guinea pig. When it comes to commentating, Ryan is a great influencer. Shout out to Panda one more time. Respect the way you do things. And even the Catfood, right? I only saw the handle names. But yeah, we have more people doing stuff online, using the tools, taking that initiative. We also have Travis who creates like the sheet that we mentioned earlier. Who else do we have? Steve Augustine, shout out to you if you're watching this right now. Creating blogs and all that. So there's a bunch of things that we could do. Just being a little creative. It's a little time consuming, but if the community has your back, be confident the community has your back. If you don't feel comfortable doing it alone, reach out to your fellow content creators. See if you want to collaborate. Riichi Mahjong Central, myself included, I'm always open to collaborating with you guys. The Kizuna project members are also open to collaborating with you guys. So just let us know. Just have an open mind. If you have an idea, let us know. So yeah, I guess let me read the comments real quick. Cheat don't make the game fun. Yes, it does. Christian, I totally agree. But sometimes winning prioritizes stuff. The devil inside sometimes takes over. It happens, but everybody has their own vision and ideals when it comes to mahjong, right? And gotta respect all of them. Nothing's wrong, nothing's right, aside from the basic rules, but general rule of thumb. Okay, and I've sent an email with the die sharding email. Thanks for the stream, and no worries, bro. Yes, so I think an email just checked in. Let me just go ahead and open that right now. So we could showcase this for this month's episode. Because yes, you have the sticker. Okay, the address is there. Okay, perfect. So I will go ahead and showcase that right now. Give me a sec. Where'd it go? Boom. Boom. Okay. Oh, it's a little cut off, isn't it? Boom, there it is. The dice shotting. It's a Yakuman. Oh, you Riichi. Okay, that's good. Riichi Pinku. Oh, so it ended up being a Kazoe Yakuman. Okay, I see what you mean now. Got it. Damn. It's good. So die sharding is pretty much a Tanyao Chinitsu Rianpeiko is pretty much what it is. Okay, so name Pinigan Igor. Okay, congratulations. Thank you for putting that because I can't read Russian just yet. So congratulations on the way. It's great that we were able to show the die sharding, because it's not every day you get to see this. I've done a Chin-Itsu Chitoi before, but 1s and 9s were involved, so it wasn't really a die sharding. Okay, so I know it was a long one, so that will be the end of the live stream of the first live stream of the Riichi Mahjong Monthly. We'll take a little break. We'll leave it as is. If there's any, let's see, Eastern Japan. Yes, big wheel, Daisharin. That's pretty much what it translates to. And the Pinzu one is considered the pure Daisharin. So yeah, we'll take a quick break. We'll return in a bit. We'll touch bases with some of our lined up guests. But if you guys are interested in being online for a while, put them in the comments. We'll contact you and we'll work something out from there. Okay, so we'll take a few minute break and we'll see you guys in a bit.